the whole film is scored from the point of view of our protagonist, of Hush Puppy. We tried to score the film. At times, we were trying to score from an audience perspective. It would just fall flat, though. If we had an action sequence and we tried to score it like an action film, it was ridiculous. It sounded incredibly silly. It's based on American folk music. And I mean, I was in a bluegrass, a country band in college. I was the accordion player. So that kind of music is just sort of like what I default to when I'm sitting with a bunch of instruments. And I played all of the folk instruments myself. I played all the banjo, all the guitar, all the accordion on it. I really like when music is a big part of a film, when it's like a centerpiece. A lot of composers love very underscored scores, but I love big emotional scores. You know, it's kind of what I thrive on. You know, I love films where scores are very front and center, like There'll Be Blood, for example. That score is so integral to that movie. My intention was always to be a rock star. My intention was always to be David Bowie. But then I went to school I went to college for pop arranging, which included recording. And I was studying so I could record my own music. But then I started meeting other artists, and they wanted me to record their music too. I never really considered myself a mixer specifically. It was something that I did because I had to. But I'm perfectly happy having other people mix my music, for sure. But I don't see where mixing begins and composition ends. You know, I mean, growing up in pop music, mixes are such an important part. Sound mixing is such an important part of pop music. You know, without modern pop music, without good mixing is nothing. You know, so yeah, I mean, and while I score, I mix as I go. I mean, everything that I compose, I also engineer myself and mix myself. So, you know, it's a situation where like I do everything as I do it, as I go. A piece might be almost completely mixed before it's even completely recorded, you know? So yeah, it all is kind of the same thing to me. When younger people ask me like, how do I become a film composer, I always say the same thing, which is don't just focus on being a film composer. Focus on being a musician. Focus on do whatever seems cool, you know? If someone asks you to arrange horns for some kind of rock band, and you say, no, I don't want to do it, I only want to score films, I don't want to arrange horns for a rock band, maybe that rock band becomes the biggest band in the world, and then you're the horn arranger on that album, and then you know, you get known for that, and then that opens other doors, and that might lead you to film scoring. It might not, you know. But if you really love music, I think you should just be open to all the possibilities of your life taking whatever form it takes with whatever kind of music you make.